Well, gonna head back up to the house now. One last look at the pool right below my rock. And there's my shadow. Hi. And so we're heading back. Hey, on my way back here, thought I'd maybe take a peek up one of the side streams on the, I guess this would be the west side of the creek, because there's a beautiful little grotto slash waterfall up here, and you can see how down here is where we're going to be going, but back home, but up here there's a little side stream that's cut a little gully, and up there is a real beautiful little spot. It's a little bit hard to get to, so I'll probably put the camera in my pocket, climbing up to get a picture of it, but it's well worth taking a look at. This is the little side stream coming down from that. Actually a fair amount of water in it. Anyway, that spot right there is a little bit hard to get across, but after that we'll see the grotto. Well, I think this is about close enough for me today. We're looking almost into the sun, unfortunately, but there it is. A little bit of trouble getting down here, but there's not a lot of room to even sit over there, unfortunately, but it's really kind of a cool little sight. I would hate to be walking down here from above, because you get to these little cliffs and you don't know they're coming. So when you're walking around here, especially downhill, you can see them going uphill, but coming downhill, you want to make sure, like here's a little tiny one there, but if you're coming down from the top, you don't see it until you get right on top of it. Take a little stumble, so it's a little bit hard. Well, I just about slipped here and lost my footing. That'd be quite a drop to the rocks. Fortunately, there's some small trees here to grab a hold of. I'm almost back to the wide area where the trail going up the ridge goes. Interesting, there's a lot of bamboo down here. So, because it's fairly dark down here, the forest floor is pretty open and the bamboo doesn't spread too thick. But I've been told you don't want to plant bamboo anywhere near your house because it tends to take over. You see how open this area is here. Pretty cool. And there's the top of the hill. So just heading back to the place where we take back up. I've been down here a million times now, so I don't ever have any trouble finding it, but the second time you're down here, you might not recognize where it is you're supposed to go up. Anyway, see the break in the hill here. It's up that way. Go underneath this lean-to tree. What happens is trees will fall down and then bend a tree down with it. And so you get quite a few of these trees that are bent over like that. That's because at some time in the past, a tree fell down and pulled it down, and it grew that way. Now I just go back up this little creek to where it forks and up the hill. You virtually never see anybody down here. I don't even see footprints for people. A lot of folks are actually frightened of snakes. Charles did see one this summer and turned around, but you know, the whole time I've been here I've never seen a snake down here. They probably hear me coming. And one neighbor commented that you need a rope tow to get down here, and it's kind of true. We put a rope tow, well, a rope anyway here, and use it to get up this very steep part of the hill. Well, here's the end of the rope tow. It's still pretty steep going up this hill, but at least I don't need the rope to keep my footing. Mostly, I do make use of the small trees. If I were about 25 years younger, I think I would go up this faster. But when you're 56, any speed is good. It's a little harder going up, but not as difficult to keep your footing. Well, there's the resting rock coming up to, it's about halfway up the hill, and I'm always glad to be able to sit down and enjoy the view for a few minutes. Quite a ways up. Sun's going down in the ravine. There's not many hours of daylight, but up here still looks like a couple hours, maybe even. Alright, I'm almost to the top. You can kind of see the summit up there. That's not a false summit, that's the real one. I kind of traverse around it. Okay, here we are at the top. We're not quite home yet, but at least we're pretty much at the top. Our road is called Riva Ridge Drive for a reason. We're on a ridge, and here's this little ridge, the top of the little ridge, heading back home. The going gets a lot easier from here. There's a, I don't know if you can see this spider here. There's a little web. Anyway, that's my biggest hassle, is getting my head caught in spider webs, because they tend to like to string them across the trail. Not too bad today. Normally I carry a stick and kind of wave it in front of me to catch the spider webs.